What are your most powerful diagnostic tools? Dr. Lillie Rosenthal answered this at the Functional Forum in April.
Diagnostic tools. In this age of very modern technology, in this very busy city of Manhattan, New York City, my favorite and most used diagnostic tools I have with me 24 hours a day. They're my eyes, my ears, and my hands. My eyes are used to observe patients, to look at how they're standing, how they're sitting, how they're walking, if they look healthy, are they vital, do I see asymmetries in their bodies, how are they walking? Deep, deep powers of observation. Ears. I take a very, very detailed history. There's so much, we get 99% of our information from just deep listening and deep observing, and I'll discuss hands in a moment. But what do I listen for? I listen for the suffering, I listen for the fear, I listen for the challenges that they're having, I listen to when they're in pain, what's the quality of pain, how do they hurt, why do they hurt, when does it get better? These questions need to be asked and they take time, and there's no substitute for observing and deep listening. My hands. As an osteopathic physician, these are 10 fingers that are used every day on every patient. I actually examine my patients in an extremely detailed way because the body doesn't lie, and I can read the body and get information that the most expensive or technologically advanced MRI, X-ray imaging study can never ever pick up. So my eyes and my ears and my hands are three of my most valuable diagnostic tools, and I want to incent you to remember these in your next physical examination with your next patient when you go to the office tomorrow. Structural examination. With my hands, I do a structural examination, which includes looking at the asymmetry. Is one shoulder higher than the other? What are the person's habits? What do they do? How do they get into trouble? I look for asymmetry because, again, structure matters. Structure affects function. I look at range of motion. Can the patient rotate well to the right, but not so well to the left? Are they holding the phone in their ear, which impairs their range of motion? These are the questions, these are the details, these are the risk factors, these are the root of why our patients are not feeling optimally. I also look for tissue texture. When I examine a patient, my hands are placed, gives me so much information. There are so many clues to the patient's history, habit, and how the patient is taking care of themselves. So if I find congestion, that can mean that the lymphatics are not flowing so well, and we have congestion in the body is not ridding itself of toxins normally or naturally. So all of these things matter. Not so fancy, very basic, but powerful and oh so important. Treatment. So once we identify some of these areas, what do I do? What do we do about them? So like Dr. Brogan, I have a very good partnership with my patients, and we do this together. What I can do passively to help repair the structure, osteopathic manipulation. I put my hands on the patient to actually affect the structure positively to help with the function. Some of you might know some certain techniques in the physical therapy world, the chiropractic world. We have different nomenclature, but you know what I'm talking about. So structure is huge. What I can do with my hands, it's the best thing, closest to instant gratification that we can get. Patients actually leave my practice feeling better with no side effects. So techniques like myofascial release, things like high velocity, these are things that I can do to place my hands to therapeutically treat patients to improve their structure almost immediately. But they'll get into trouble again if we don't talk about the risk factors and why they got into trouble in the first place. So of course, every patient leaves my office. In fact, I have a prescription pad that I rarely write for medications, but I do write for exercises. I do write for nutrition. I do write for the things that are self-care is healthcare. So patients they're with me for an hour. I can help them temporarily, but they're with themselves for the other 23 hours of the day, and what they do matters. So I take my role as a physician educator extremely seriously. So beyond osteopathic manipulation, exercise and stretches, lifestyle modifications, things like diet, posture, prevention, stress management, sleep management. Nobody leaves my office without getting this very comprehensive talk.
Thanks so much for watching, and for more great clips like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've created a special free video just for you. It's called the 5 Steps to Becoming a Leader in Your Wellness Community, and it'll give you some of the starting points on how to position yourself as the leader in your zip code of your health community. All you have to do is click on the link below.